Week 12 recap. Week 12 recap. I know y'all been waiting for it, to see it. So I'm going to give it to you. I'm here. Going into Thanksgiving weekend. You know. We got a big game Sunday with the Eagles. And coming off that Monday night game, it's going to be huge. We got some business to handle after Monday night, but 8-4 looks better than 7-5. Okay. Man, my takeaways. Do you see what happens when you give Derrick Henry the football 20 plus times? Do you see what happens? Good things happen when you give him the football. Every time he's carried it 20 or more times this year, we win. When he doesn't, we lose. It's simple and plain. We're 8-4. All 8 times he carried it at least 20 times. Maybe maybe one of those was like 19 or 18. But either way. And when he did it, we lose. Todd, you got cute in the first quarter with that same bullshit. You kept coming with that, that nonsense of dropping back to pass on 2nd and 5. Derrick Henry had just picked up 5 yards and you call a passing play. That shit is ridiculous. The cuteness wasn't working. And for the second straight Monday night game, a team jumped out on a 10-0 lead on us. The Bucs did it, and now the Chargers. And for the second straight game on Monday night, we overcame it. For some reason, we like falling behind. I don't know. It doesn't seem like we do because most of the time when we fall behind, Todd panics. It's been a joke all season. You get a lead on the Ravens and they panic and they pass the football all around when they shouldn't have to. But we got it going in the second half. Lamar, obviously a great game. Rashad Bateman, he didn't even hesitate. I'm just going to you, bro. And that was an amazing catch. He got interfered with. Mark Andrews showed up. We knew they were going to cover one of the tight ends and not let him get loose. And it was Isaiah Likely because Mark Andrews got his. Thank God for my fantasy. Deion Henley, my boy for the Chargers. The Ranger, big shout out to you. Number 0. That's my dog. But you had a tall task on Monday night, bro. I told you it was going to be like that when I saw you at work. Old John didn't fuck this up. Old John had to drop his nuts on his brother, didn't he? At his own 16-yard line. That's some brother-ass shit. Like, I'm only dropping my nuts right now because it's my brother. Would he do that against another team? I don't know. But he's 3-0 against Jim. And I personally think Jim is the better coach. John has just had the better players and the better leaders. But Jim is a better coach, in my opinion, because he can hold a clipboard, because he played in the NFL, because he knows how the game is. John did not play in the NFL, and he cannot hold a clipboard. But he's had better teams. And that's been the difference in every single game. It was the difference in the Super Bowl. It was the difference in the Thanksgiving game in 2011. And it's the difference now on Monday night. They were 7-3. They were 7-3. Okay? The defense looked better, man. Secondary looked way better. Darius Washington in there instead of Marcus Williams. Eddie Jackson, you can kick rocks. He's gone. He got his walking papers. You're done. You're done, son. Adafe always been unlocked. He's showing up. The pass rush showed up. Calvin Noy. No Roquan, no problem. The linebackers look good. Malik Harrison, Chris Board. They played well. Kyle Hamilton wearing the green dot for Rowe. Worked out well. Zach Orr, maybe he's figuring it out. It took Mike McDonald a minute. He got a lot of flack, not as much as Zach has, but maybe he's figuring it out. I know early on in the game, Greg Roman was showing Todd Monken how to run the football until J.K. Dobbins got hurt. But he was like, bro, this is how you run the ball. And he had, Gus and J.K., and, we had Bradley Bozeman. It was good to see the old guys, man. Hayden Hurst on IR. So we didn't see him, but still good to see all the guys, man. The Los Angeles Ravens. And don't forget, Jim had Greg Roman on his staff when we played him in the Super Bowl, too. Greg Roman is one of the reasons why we won that Super Bowl, passing 4 times in a row and all that. But that's neither here nor there. Just imagine the damage that Derrick Henry could be doing if he carried the ball 20-plus times a game. I don't want to hear, oh, they stacked the box sometimes. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear, oh, that's how the game went, or, oh, he's leading the league in rushing. I don't give a fuck. You can get more. They stacked the box, so what? Run that shit anyway. It's Derrick Henry until they stop it. You can't not try because they stacked the box. That needs to be the formula for every single game. Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry until they tap out. I said it all year, and I'm going to continue to stick by that. And props to you, Michael Wilbon, for saying the same shit that I've been saying all year. Michael Wilbon was on point on PTI, man. He said, Todd Monken is a fool for not giving Derrick Henry his carries. 13 carries is not enough. What did I say? It's not enough. All right? I can do this shit. I do this shit for real, man. I know what the fuck I'm looking at. Okay? Todd loves Justice Hill. He got a love affair with him. Stop getting cute. Stop trying to do all this shit and just turn around and hand the ball off to Derrick Henry. Bateman had a catch, the huge ones. He had a couple big ones, but that big touchdown where he got interfered with was amazing. That's what he's capable of. We already knew that when we drafted him. Zay Flowers had a huge catch. Mark Andrews with one. Lamar was dropping dimes. He had some overthrows, but that comes with Lamar. He gonna miss a couple. Running game solid, O-line solid. They had some penalties that showed up again. Penalties showed up, John. You just said earlier this week that you wanted to cut down on the penalties. They're showing up again. You got to fix that, man. You got to fix that. Bad first quarter, good rest of, good rest of the game. The other 3 quarters were good, solid. We show what we're capable of when we don't act stupid and we run the ball with Derrick Henry. That's what we're capable of. The back end, as I said, Brandon Stevens looks like the weak link. I mean, secondary looks a lot better between Nate Wiggins, Marlowe, and Tre'Davious White. It's almost like a no-fly zone. And then you got Kyle back there. No Marcus Williams. And he's on the bench as a backup. I really think we fucked up when we paid him, man. Like, for all that, we could have kept Geno Stone, goddammit. Because he ain't doing shit in Cincy anyway. As I said, pass rush unlocked. 2 weeks in a row, the defense did their job. We shall see moving forward what that means. But how they hold up against Saquon on Sunday will be the real test. And yeah, they got to stop us too. But this formula don't ever get away from this formula, Todd. Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry. It's wild, man. How easy it is, and yet we make it so difficult by getting away and getting cute. Man. John is 3-0 against Jim. And like I said, Jim is the better coach, but Jim's got to feel bad. And if this is it for John, man, Jim, you got swept by your brother, and he's a moron. So I don't even know how, just chalk it up and charge it to the game, man. What else to go over, man? Secondary played well. Penalties still showed up. The receivers look good. Deontay Johnson still ain't shown me nothing. Nothing. I understand it's a depth move, but he ain't done shit. Secondary looks better with your Tre'Davious White, though. Oh, no Roquan. No problem. Malik Harrison, you look good, bro. You look good out there. Pause. You look good holding it down that middle linebacker, man. Winning the game without Rowe is huge. Just an impressive performance, and it's games like this that people start saying we're Super Bowl contenders and all this shit. And we know we've seen this movie before, last year, the year before that. We do this, especially on Monday Night Football. We do this. But this team that you saw on Monday night never shows up in the playoffs, and that's the problem. Man, why do you always be saying fire Harbaugh? Y'all look good. Yeah, we look good in the regular season. That team is not going to be showing up in the playoffs. And if they are, I need to see it to believe it. I'm sorry. But we 8-4, and the Steelers lost Thursday night. So, you know, if we can get some redemption, we'll be back in first. But once again, that doesn't matter. An MVP from Lamar doesn't matter. Nothing matters except January. Win in January. Eight and 4 is cool, and I'm happy. But we got to win in January, man. I understand you got to win to get there, but just like the 49ers game last year on Christmas and all these games where everybody says we look amazing, doesn't translate to January, and we can't beat the Chiefs. Everybody's talking about why is Josh Allen an MVP favorite over Lamar Jackson, because why are the Bills ranked higher than us right now? Because, quite frankly, the Bills have a better record. Oh, but we smacked them up. Okay, cool, we smacked them. They beat the Chiefs, and we can't. All right? They didn't lose to the Raiders and Browns. We did. That's the difference that separates this team from, you know, the top tier. So all that being said, on to week 13, the season is slowly going away quickly. 8-4, we got a home game, get some home cooking, and we play the Eagles. Saquon's on fire. Better be able to stop the run, which we have all season, but this will be a test. So, plus they run the RPO too with Jalen Hurts. So all that being said, 8-4 is cool. Monday night game was cool. I'm not gonna say we looked amazing, but we did shore up some shit as the game went on. You know, and once again, I won't give Harbs credit for that. I give it to his staff. But either way, we back in that thing, 8-4, back in the, you know, the win column, got a dub. And let's move on, man. Eagles on Sunday, 4:25 Eastern. Be there. Battle of the Birds, man. Y'all have a good Thanksgiving weekend. Enjoy your holiday. And I'll be back. Fuck you, John. Just because. All right, man, I'm out.